Minecraft. What is it? It's a world of blocks. It's a sandbox world where the number of places you can go and things you can do is practically limitless. So, what do people do? Well, nowadays it's all about maxing out villager trades, farming pillager raids, crafting full netherite armor, putting mending on elytra, the best warden farms, the biggest beacon out of diamonds, MLG horse clutch, insane crossbow targeting, drinking 12 potions at the same time with an elder guardian, beating the game in 12 seconds flat while entire population of Maine is killing you, except that it's all while doing a handstand in the void on hardcore mode in a super flat map. Now I ask, what if all this commotion, this vying for ever higher heights was all a distraction? What if the very reason we love this world is only getting further away? And, just imagine, what if there were a better world? A world where less is more. A world with no goalposts where the story is yours to write alone. A world where creativity thrives in simplicity. I know this world, and it is my privilege to be able to step foot into it and to experience all the joys it has to offer. Come with me, and I will show you my little slice of heaven that is Beta 1.7.3. Okay, bad idea. Do not, for those of you watching at home, do not swim in full iron armor. Oh my god. Okay, hi. Welcome to my Beta 1.7.3 survival world. I've made some fun little buildings that I'd like to show you. First off, we have something I like to call the clone house. Look at that view. So, yeah, Naruto's clone house. So, these are pretty simple houses. I tried to keep it light on the materials. So, just some wood, cobblestone, glass skylight, got a little staircase to the roof, and a couple floors as well. I didn't even put glass in the windows. I kind of like it though. Hi, Naruto. Oh, look, Naruto. And you can see there's a bookcase here too. Yeah, I kind of like how there's no glass in the windows. It reminds me of like a tree fort or something. So I got these bridges, a little precarious. Door almost got me there. And let's just take a trip downstairs here. Hi, Naruto. And I wanted to build this because there was sort of just an empty spot over here where I wanted there to be buildings. And in retrospect, I probably should have built them taller, although that would have been really expensive. But, hi Naruto. I meant to build all these buildings identical, but the layout just grew so expansive that I ended up having to put things like beds and furnaces in some of them, but they at least look the same from the outside. I don't think they are amazing houses, but if there's one thing I can do, hi Naruto, if there's one thing I can do, it's follow a pattern. So I created this sort of wonky pattern where you can see not all the houses are in line because this bridge is coming out the left side of this house and going in the right side of this house. And I was hoping that would make it... Oh, hi Naruto. I was hoping that would make it have an interesting sort of view from multiple angles because the houses won't block each other off, but to some degree it kind of backfired, and so there's some angles where you can't really tell that there's that many houses. This is the furthest out house I have. What are you doing, Naruto? And this honestly, like, I was planning to just keep on making these houses over and over again until it was like ridiculous, but it was taking so long I had nearly quit the world, so I decided to finish it up with this. Hi Naruto. I decided to just make only this amount of houses, and I think the the view still kind of works out because when you're in the middle of these houses, you can sort of get lost. It can feel like there's just going on forever and ever, which is sort of the effect I wanted to create. Look at a pool down here. Hi, Naruto. I wanted to keep the materials cheap, obviously, because there's so many of them. I didn't want to be taking forever on it. Hi, Naruto. Oh, okay. But yeah, I think like if I were to do this build over again, I would probably just go for a little bit of a smaller floor plan. I sort of got into this habit where I realized that I always built houses with small floor plans and I wanted to make it bigger, but it was kind of a dumb idea for these houses because I didn't really put any furniture in them except for like a bookshelf. Hi, brown sheep. Um, and like, I didn't think about that, but if I were to build them again, I think I'd build them smaller and taller, uh, like smaller floor plan and taller, so that you could see them further over the horizon because they're kind of blocked off from a lot of angles by these trees. And that's pretty much it. So let's get over to our next build so I can show that off. And there's a lot of brown sheep today. Um, but yeah, I do like them. It's I didn't even intend for this to be a sort of Naruto thing, but it just ended up that way. And I think the like weird roof pattern kind of fits. It kind of looks like a tile roof, so I think it worked out. And I'm glad I built this because it's kind of it's a unique thing that you don't always see is just some crazy person building a bunch of houses that are identical. So, it doesn't look great, but if there's one thing I can do, I can take a pattern and follow it. So our next build is going to be something that kind of looks like a lighthouse. I didn't really mean for it to look like a lighthouse. It's just like a circular tower, and it's by the water, so it kind of looks like a lighthouse, but I just called it an outpost. And I've dubbed it Captain Nemo's outpost. So you can see I have this suspension bridge here. Very pretty. You can use those stairs to sort of make ropes or supports. I don't know what the real term is for those, but they have them on suspension bridges. You see my castle in the back there. So yeah, this is the outpost. I like the sort of view of these suspension bridge supports going on both sides. I could have linked them in the middle. I think I should have, but I didn't, and I think it actually has a cool sort of result. I like how with smooth lighting on, you can like cast those shadows on the ground. They're really visible. So there's some like little viewing areas on the sides here. Nice view over here. I wanted to harvest that clay, but I realized that it was pretty, so I left it. A little coal block over here, some dandelions. It's not the best view, but it's all right. These are just like benches. And look at that overhang. And you can see that's one of the first houses I built up there. We'll look at that later. And sugarcane farm over here. And yeah, this was, there was no island here. I just built this island because I wanted to. So, got a little iron door. You can see I've got some paintings here, a little table with like a orange tablecloth, however you want to interpret that. It takes a little creativity. But let's go upstairs. Look at my lovely, lovely kitchen. Some nice view out the windows. I got the log floor, which is one of my favorite sort of beta-isms of Minecraft design. Little bookshelf here. Got a fridge, cutting board, like a sort of frying pan or something hanging from the near the ceiling, I guess. And then up here we have a little storage room, just random bits and bobs. I guess I stored a lot of cobble here. Um, and here's like a little reading area. And look at that sunset. It's beautiful. There's Nemo. Hi, Nemo. And I left some like note there. It said get cobble. I think I did get cobble. Um, yeah, but it's getting nighttime, and although this place is very safe at night, I do want to move on to our next build. But it's not really that safe around this world at night, so I'm really hoping I don't get blown up by a creeper on the way over, because that would totally ruin my day. So here's another little suspension bridge, very miniature, but I quite like the design of this one. It's got a nice curve to it, and it's just chill. Going over that little river. I guess it's more like a pond, but I kind of interpret it as a river. Um, and here is Dr. Stone's house. Kind of got a weird, wonky design to it. Let's get inside because I don't know what could be out there. Oh my God. Hi. Okay, let's just ignore that for now. So this is like a little entryway. So this is like a coat hanger. You can hang your coat on it. There's like tools hanging there. Maybe you'd want those. A little like chest and painting and stuff. Pretty normal stuff. Here's like a little kitchen kind of area. There's Dr. Stone over there. Hi, Dr. Stone. I don't know why I carpeted a kitchen. That was kind of a weird move, but it looks pretty, okay. And yeah. And so here's a little like sitting area. I got some random bits and bobs in this chest here. Got this nice painting taking up the whole wall over there. And I have this balcony area that's really nice for just looking over at my world. Like just the torches on the suspension bridges. It's pretty. It's so dark at night in beta, and it just has such a nice look to it. So up the stairs, I have some windows and stuff. And I have this little bedroom here. And some great views out the windows too. Pretty high up at this point. Kind of see the castle from over here. We'll look at that later too. And we have this little like vanity thing here with some like drawers on it. And the funny thing about this bedroom is you can't actually sleep in it because the monsters are too close by. So I have this little bed on the roof for, just a nice night, get some fresh air. And yeah, you can almost sort of see the clone houses from over here too. But yeah, it's a good view. So I think the next thing I have to show you is in the basement. Yeah, so the logs and wood is just like not the cream of crop, the bread and butter of beta building, but I quite like how it looks. It's very cozy. I've got my sign, mine, sweet mine. And I didn't finish the stairs for the actual mine, but that's okay. Stairs on here. Some lava. It's kind of hot right here. Okay, and then we move down into the nether portal area. So I have these furnaces here for cooking lots of stuff. And I was kind of looking at this chest, and I kind of think it looks like Mexican food supplies. Like you got chili powder and queso, you got some like chorizo, tortillas, ground beef, Anyway, though, it's all my nether stuff. So through here is my inverter. No, sorry. What did I fucking call this? Oh, uh, my inversion catalyst. So you can see here, there's a nether space in the center, surrounded by three hyperbolic rings. And then we have plexiglass barriers on all four sides. And then when we step through the gate here, the plexiglass barrier will invert around us. So now the nether space is on the outside from our perspective. And this is a pretty dangerous portal. I would really hate if a ghast shot this down. I probably would just give up and not rebuild it because I wanted it to look really cool. And honestly, I think like it doesn't even look that cool. But you know, it's an interesting concept. So anyway, that's the inversion catalyst that I made. And yeah, it's just a cool room with like lava on the floor. Um, Very precarious. Didn't put guardrails on the thing. Anyway, let's head up, and I want to show you also the balcony is also a really good place to watch the sunrise because it's facing east. So let's head up there for a second. Hi, Dr. Stone. And so yeah. Oh, yep, we just caught it. The sun's just starting to rise. So look at that. Dark world, little torches lighting it up. It's very cozy. I think we'll just let this one sort of play out for a little bit here. I swear, beta 1.7.3 is the most beautiful version of this game. So, yeah, a lot of the stuff I built in this world, I sort of was basing around like sight lines. Um, because I don't know, I was just being really careful about it. I was like, uh, speaking of being careful, is this guy still at my door? He's around. Um, well, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Okay. Um, I really don't want to damage my perfect armor that has no durability on it. Okay. Or I guess full durability. Okay, that did not get him. That did not get him. What do I do now? Uh, okay. Um, I'm about to die. I'm so gonna die. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, there's probably more. So we're just gonna sort of make a run for it. Okay, okay. Anyone here? Anyone here? That's that's good. That's good. We're safe. Okay. So anyway, like I was saying, a lot of stuff was designed with like sight lines in mind, just because I don't know, I'm very like cautious and I don't want to like ruin a good thing. So when I saw the seed, it was just so beautiful. I was like, I don't want to take away from it by like flattening out a big area, and that's always sort of how I've played the game. I've recently learned. By the way, take a look at that curve. Look at that curve. This is beta 1.7.3. How did I do that? Um, like I've anyway, so down here's the mine. uh sometimes flattening out an area can be good. But anyway, yeah, so this is my mine. I've got some storage over here, furnaces. And so here's some like dirt and stuff, the junk chest, and then here's like my valuables. I'm a little bit low on diamonds at the moment. And here's my like cobblestone chest. Gotta love my cobblestone. And so let's go down into the mine. It's kind of spooky down here. Here's a couple areas that go off. Mostly explored cave. We have a random long tunnel. We'll take a peek at that. Um, yeah, it's really spooky down here. So this is my mine. Um, it's a little cold down here. I have these alternating staircases to have multiple levels. I'm mining at Y12 and Y13, I think. Um, yeah, this place is giving me the heebie-jeebies. So let's move on. Gosh, it's kind of cold down here, and this place is haunted. So yeah, let's take a look at this random long tunnel. Just pop open this trap door here, and so I guess this isn't really a tunnel. It's like a cave. Do tunnels have to be horizontal? Anyway, this is sort of where I started my mine. I ended up making a staircase down because this climb was a little bit annoying to make every single time. Um, Weird little tunnel full of saplings, because why not? And now let's move on to my castle over here. So this is something I like to call fractal castle. Uh, so this is another case of I'm I'm not sure if it looks good, but I followed a pattern. So you can see this is the shape of the fractal castle. And you can see there's like a torch there, 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 and there. So, and this is a really weird build, but you know, it's kind of fun. It's interesting, and I do like how it looks off in the distance. But anyway, so this is sort of the castle courtyard. Nice little area with some trees. And let me show you one of these towers. Because then you might, if you haven't already figured out what's going on with these towers, then you will know. I hate these staircases. The floor plan of these towers just sort of sucks, so this was like the best option. And anyway, so you can see we have the three turrets here, and then the turrets get taller, and we have this arch, just like I showed you on the ground. But if we step back, you can see that the castle, here, got up here, the castle is also following that pattern. So you can see torches there, 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 and there's torches there, there, and there, and there. So the castle is sort of like a big fractal, but since the towers were built diagonally, it's also a twisting fractal. I don't know math terms, but it's weird is basically what it is. This is like one of the tallest things I've built in the world, I think. So you can get a pretty good view from the top of this tower. Just, you know, after like 5 minutes of climbing stairs. Oh my gosh, I fell off the stairs. I'm so sad. Okay. So, when does this end? Man, screw these stairs. Okay. Anyhow, so this is the top tower. Got a torch up here. And look at that view. Very nice. You can see pretty much everything except the clone houses from here. And yeah, this torch is so tall, it like clouds cover it sometimes, which is kind of annoying. And there's no, you can't turn clouds off, you know, they're just there. So the weather it is, the weather it is, the weather is what it is. So now we just gotta try not to fall down the stairs for 5 minutes. We're almost there. Okay. So yeah, that is Fractal Castle. Uh, it's pretty wonky, but it's like I said, I can follow a pattern, and a pattern it is. So let's finally, I'll show you this house. This is actually the first house I built. We're doing things sort of out of order here, but I quite like this house, so I figured I'd save it for last. This is Washington's house. So it's sort of like a modern design, like I know what I'm doing at all, but anyway, got this little entryway, glass. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got this little entryway with glass, and here's a little living room, nice coffee table, and weird little like window panels. Here's the kitchen. You got countertop, some like pans hanging and stuff, and look at my beautiful pantry. And then in the living room, I just stepped on the coffee table. Anyway, okay, we have a little storage chest, a TV. I kind of like this chest for whatever reason. But yeah, sort of weird modern-ish design. And we got this painting here. I got a skylight on it just so it's all lit up. We have this door. It's kind of loud. Yeah, it's kind of loud. And you get a nice view from up here on the roof. I've got sort of junk chest here. Random stuff in there. And let's close that. Oh man, that's loud. And here's a little just open area, lots of light and some paintings and stuff on the wall. Nice carpet on the floor. And this sort of moves into the other branch of the house. Got a little like library reading area right here. And then this like little workshop is one of my favorite spots, especially because it's just got a great view during the sunset. It's kind of hard to, I said all this stuff about sightlines, but it's kind of hard to actually see all the builds in one spot. But regardless, you can stand in this room at sunset and it's just really chill, really cozy. Got some decorational ladders here, just furnaces for cooking stuff. And of course, my little crafting table. I like one thing about this room that's just like random is that it's like down one block. I really like that. I think I'm gonna try to remember that for future builds. Let's also look at the living room. Also has a gorgeous view of the sunset. I failed to mention. Look at this bed. This is a bed couch or a couch bed, but it's a couch you can sleep on. But yeah, look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? And TV, you can see it sort of like illuminating the area around it, which I think is cool. And finally, let's take a look upstairs at a couple things there. So here's Washington's office. Hi, Washington. And he's got some like filing cabinets and stuff in here. Nice view, yeah. Filing cabinets and like a little chair, and is there like a paper on his desk? I don't know. And here's a bunch of not perfect tools and armor. And then up here is my bedroom. So I got a brown carpet, very bougie. It's bookcases, little desk area to do some work, and nice window view. You can't really see much right now, but it's pretty in the daytime. Paintings and this little floor lamp. Nothing in my chest right now. And this is not really a hidden thing. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but it's just meant to be like a curtain into a little like enclosed bed area. And then let's take a look from the rooftop. Very nice. It's a little bit cloudy right now, which is a shame, but you can see pretty much everything from here, even the clone houses from the distance over there. Yeah, this is nice. Dr. Stone's house, Fractal Castle. I wish the clouds weren't so cloudy right now because it's kind of blocking that top torch, but you can start to see that the castle is a fractal if you're sort of looking at those torches, assuming that you can even see that on video. But yeah, it's a big weird fractal. Um, so yeah, anyway, I think that pretty much does it for my beta world. Uh, Let me know if you think I should continue this, build more stuff. Let me know if you have any ideas in the comments. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this maybe inspired you to build something of your own. I think beta 1.7.3 is really fun, so uh, I hope you had fun.